Okay, here we are. Indie World. So Nintendo announced this last night. We've got an indie presentation. It starts in just under 2 minutes, about a minute and a half from now. And yeah, not sure what to expect. I don't think we're going to see Silk Song, because I feel like every single time there's an Indie World, I'm like, okay, Silk Song's got to be here this time. So I'm going to say it's not going to show up, and then it's going to fucking show up. Other than that, I'm not sure. Maybe a release date for Omori on Switch. Maybe a release date for Sports Story. I don't know, I can't think of that many indie games that I've got my eye on right now. Possibly an update on the DLC for Cuphead, which I think comes out about a month and a half from now. Like, it's not that far off, so maybe. And some other cool stuff, I don't know. I should have played some, like, intermission music here. It's very silent, but whatever. A bit too late for that now. Indie World presentation begins in just about 10 seconds from now, more or less. I will have a look at that right now then. Oh yeah, I see it. Right, okay, that's... Indie World should start, I think. Hang on a minute. I'm watching this on my PS5. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure if that was working or not. Like, if you had to refresh it.
Hello, and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Amber. We're back today to showcase a slew of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Our indie partners span the globe, from Sweden to Australia and Japan. And we can't wait to see what they...
Oh, you know what indie game I would like to see?
So let's get started.
Fucking... what's it called? Something Planet 2? Freedom Planet 2? I think that's coming out in September, so I'd like to see a trailer for that, maybe. Ooblets. Wasn't this game that had like a controversy because the developer made it an Epic Game Store exclusive? And they were like very condescending to people because of it, or some shit like that. Yeah, Zooblets. I remember that controversy, like it happened like a year ago.
Oh,
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
don't you just love games that are cozy and weird?
Oh, I absolutely do. This charming creature collection and farm simulation game from Gunbrella has everything to give you the warm fuzzies. Grow and train adorable little creatures called ooblets as you cultivate new life in the blossoming community of Badgetown.
Customize your character. Befriend the locals.
Yeah, acting.
Decorate your house. Run your own...
Yeah, I don't like when they talk like that. It's like, just give me the information, please.
Dance battles. You can even dress up your ooblet pals and travel to
Hey
different
Pixel,
locations.
good morning.
Visit the arcade-packed boardwalk and Port Forward. Saunter through the
I don't know if this would be my kind of game, to be honest.
and ascend the frozen peaks of...
I mean, I like the art style, but probably not my sort of game, so
To Nintendo Switch this summer.
I don't have much to say about that one.
Colorful and
What is
mesmerizing
this?
planets awaits in this fast-paced action RPG across the cosmos. In this deeply story-driven game by Stormmind Games, you'll use both strength and wits to interact with others and conquer the challenges ahead.
Balancing
This
the
looks
level of
alright.
Your physical and mental powers is key.
It's like a hack and slash roguelike, I think.
Things might not turn out well for you. Ultimately, Your conscience will carry.
Looks like a mix between Risk of Rain and Diablo.
What kind of hero will you become? Choose your destiny in Batora, Lost Haven.
Published by Team 17.
Switch this fall.
I didn't know Team 17 were still a thing.
こんにちは、生高橋です。エルケッドがもうすぐ Nintendo Switch で遊べるようになります。
Elected?
エルケッドは私が学生時代の頃、流れる
Is it just me or is the audio out of
好きな
sync?
ゲームからインスピレーションを受けて
Hang on a minute.
したプロトタイプ作品になります。私が
Okay, that's not just me, that's the actual video that's out of sync. What the fuck?
作になります。シンプルな操作と直感的な
That's weird.
想像もできないような
I thought that was my capture card acting up.
ご用意しておりますので、ぜひ Nintendo Switch で楽しんでみてください。
Alright, so let's see what this game is about then. 2D graphics. Yeah, it looks alright so far. Just puzzles revolving around using your electrical body, I mean. Yeah, it looks okay. Kinda reminds me of a Devolver Digital game.
For a clever and challenging 2D puzzle platformer, then we've got just the game for you from Nama Takahashi, a one-person development team. Here, you're a small robot named Alec, who's on a mission to restore light to the world while navigating a booby-trapped facility. By using your electrifying powers to touch walls, floors, platforms, and switches, electricity will charge through them and bring them to life.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Well, I mean, you should. Detach and throw your head to trigger objects. You'll need to retrieve it within 10 seconds, or else. There are plenty of hidden rooms and secrets to discover, so use your head, literally, to explore every nook and cranny of the facility.
I could see myself playing this. It seems like a fun puzzle platformer. It's simple, it's fun. The game is fun! So what is this then? Fight to the beat. Oh, it's like a rhythm hack and slash. Huh, okay then. Wasn't there a first-person shooter game that was like a rhythm game? What was that called? Beats per minute? Or something like that? You can also play this with, like, other people as well. That's interesting. I'd like to think that I've got a good sense of internal rhythm, but I don't know if I would be good at a game like this, where I have to, like, you know, focus on the rhythm and the combat at the same time.
Feel the beat in Soundfall. This fast-paced, rhythm-based dungeon crawler from Noodle Cake and Drastic Games.
Noodle Cake? Was that the name of the development team? Good name.
Keep you on your toes.
I like noodles and I like cake. I don't know if I like noodle cake though.
Guardian of Harmony, you're transported to the world of Symphonia to battle the forces of
Symphonia?
Move to the music solo, or
I thought that word was copyright claimed or whatever, copyright owned by Namco.
Corrupted lands. Levels and encounters are dynamically generated from the music, and there are over 140 songs to choose from. So pick the tune you want to hear before jumping into the fray.
Time your actions to the music, and your power will increase. There are 5 different musical heroes to choose from, over 500 pieces of equipment for skill customization, and thousands of loot combinations, giving you opportunities for multiple playthroughs.
Get your head bopped.
Alright, well there's your first shadow drop of the day.
Launching on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
And yes, the company is called Noodle Cake.
Why is it freezing in here?
You better be ready to weather the snowstorm in Wild Frost. Take on the harsh elements in this tactical roguelike deck builder from Deadpan Games. Build and customize your deck as you set off to put an end to the eternal frost.
card companions and items are at your disposal. Use them to battle wave after wave of monsters, from the deceptively cute penguins to brash and brutal bosses. Plan
Well, it's
your
got
next
penguins in
wave
it, so that's an automatic plus.
and fell those frosty fiends. After each run, try daily challenges or expand the hub town of Snowdwell to unlock new events and cards. Helpful for your fight against the perpetual winter.
Wild Frost makes its snowy debut on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Alright.
Hej, jag heter Hanna. Och jag heter Rebecca. We're from Lamful Games.
Why is the audio out of sync, Nintendo? That is weird.
Announced that our game, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, or TAPS for short, will become
Again, that's not my capture card, that's just like how it actually is.
The idea was to make a game that is inspired by the feeling you got when playing with your action figures as a kid. We then added the strategy and fighting elements and turned the game into the
I love that face up there in the middle,
wonderful community
just
from which
staring down at them with their
shape
big
the game's
googly eyes.
suggestions and feedback. So together with them, we're proud to bring TAPS to this awesome platform.
Is this totally accurate, or... I've heard of this game, I've heard this game's fun. Kinda surprised to see this on Switch. Yeah, totally accurate battle simulator. Yeah, there you go, Tabs.
Do the wobble wobble.
What?
You heard that right. In this fighting game from Landfall Games, you'll lead teams of over 100 wobblers in battle, hailing from ancient lands, spooky worlds, and fantasy realms.
Those wobbly physics are, very, wobbly.
Oh, they're awesome! And those aren't your garden variety battles either. Watch your wobblers flail and
Is that what they actually call them in this game? Wobblers? Oh, they do, actually?
Their size, weight, and speed, among other stats.
Yeah, I really need to check this game out.
Can't get enough of the wobble? Send them to fight your friends in online multiplayer.
I don't know if I would get it on Switch. I might get the Steam version just so I have like mods and shit. Because I feel like this would be a good game to have mods with.
Totally accurate
Cool that it's coming to Switch though, for those that want it there.
It's way onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Oh, Gato Roboto creators made this? Alright, I'm interested. I like that you can just like pull a parasol out with your gun to block shots. Parasol pistol. I like the pixel art here, looks pretty nice. Good name, Gunbrella.
You're a gruff woodsman on a quest for revenge in this noir punk action adventure from Doinksoft. Armed with the titular Gunbrella, you'll maneuver through various locations, from a cultish town to a junkyard fortress. Use the Gunbrella to glide, swing, dash, dive, and take out enemies in gritty side-scrolling combat.
Along the way, you'll scavenge for scraps and spare parts to upgrade the Gunbrella. And employ your sleuthing skills to assist a cast of increasingly bizarre characters in a world rapidly losing its natural resources. And that's just the beginning of your investigation. Plenty of dark twists and turns lie ahead.
Gunbrella.
Oh wow, that's a ways
launches
off.
on Nintendo Switch next year.
I will say I'm interested though, I want Gunbrella.
I'm Jared Huntley, lead programmer.
Definitely one to look out for.
And I'm Luca LaFay, lead singer of the band OFK.
We're super excited to announce that our music biopic game is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes! Ooh, I can play it on a tour bus. Ugh, I can't.
Wait, are they like...
We haven't seen each other.
Are they
since
like
that
musical
video
artists? So
we
is
saw
this
at
next
the place
game
in
just gonna
LA
be
in
DMCA 2?
2019?
Yeah, wow. And with the game on handheld, it'll be easy to play the new episodes that are coming out every single week, back to back to back.
Can't wait to share OFK's story and music with you.
God, this audio falling out of sync, I'm not sure why.
Tour outfits.
Come on, Nintendo, fix your shit. I'm not sure if this music's gonna get content claims, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Well, gonna turn it down a lot. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this one. I'll just keep it muted because, you know, content claiming and all that fun stuff. Also, I love gameplay trailers that don't show any gameplay. Off.
This musical narrative from indie pop band OFK is gonna take you on quite the emotional ride. Set in downtown Los Angeles, Itsumi Saito struggles to establish herself in LA's ruthless music scene while managing a full-time job, a social life, and a brutal commute. But a chance encounter with a rising Hollywood music producer may give her the edge she needs to achieve her dreams.
Through episodes released weekly and interactive music videos with a fully voiced cast, you'll witness the lives of Itsumi and her friends.
Yeah, this is probably not for me.
And not be okay for a second.
Thank you.
From fighting over song lyrics at band practice to sending silly memes via text. It's a
Sending silly memes in video games, because that's what the kids do nowadays.
We are OFK. Drums onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Yeah, again, that's not really for me.
I'm Dom.
And I'm Tom.
And we're Spiral Circus.
Dob and
We
Top.
are an indie games developer based in Bristol, UK. And our
Ah, they
passion
got
for
some
the
Brits
strange
here.
and surreal side of art is what brought us together.
We both come from really different backgrounds. I was a research scientist and Tom is a fine artist.
Because of the pandemic, we've been an entirely remote team, and almost all of Silt has been hand-drawn at night.
We've got about 4 minutes left, by the way.
Entirely appropriate for the subject matter.
So I think the next announcement will be the last one after this.
To record the underwater sounds that you'll be hearing throughout the game.
We're really excited for you to experience our hand-drawn work brought to life, and we hope you enjoy exploring the strange oceanic world of Silt on Nintendo Switch.
Alright.
Take a deep
Ooh, I
breath
kinda like
and
this.
Dive into the harrowing ocean abyss. In the depths of this puzzle adventure from Spiral Circus Games, you'll unravel long forgotten mysteries as you explore a surreal underwater realm filled with strange machinery, ancient ruins, and dangerous.
Oh god, it's the fucking fish from Mario 64.
A variety of sea creatures can be possessed. Harness their abilities to solve puzzles, navigate the haunting environment, and survive encounters against deep-sea Goliaths. There's more than meets the eye in this unsettling,
What the fuck?
world.
You just possess like that thing, I guess.
Waters of Silt, launching on Nintendo Switch next
I'm
month.
kind of interested in that one, actually. I might check that out.
Hey, a way to avoid traffic. Morning commutes can be a real jam, if you get my drift.
Oh, I know, right? But guess what? In many motorways from developer Dinosaur Polo Club, the key to solving the city's congestion problems is you. Draw and build roads to create a bustling metropolis and keep traffic flowing on maps inspired by real-life
I've never
scenes.
done these kind of games before, so I don't know if I would be any good at this. You know, like city builders and whatnot.
Upgrades like highways and roundabouts.
Ramp up the difficulty by taking.
I do kind of like the minimalistic art style, though.
More maps will
It looks
unlock the power
clean.
of the Master road designer. How long can you keep the cities of the world moving?
Buckle
Oh,
up for
another
the
shadow drop.
journey.
Okay then.
Cruising onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Right, so we've got 2 Shadow Drop releases.
Whoa, a flying hospital. That's new. I've never seen that before.
Then hop aboard this heartfelt narrative adventure from Ghost Pattern, set in 1970s rural Australia. As intrepid teen journalist Casey, you'll come to know a diverse cast of eclectic voiced characters through the stories they tell and the moments you share.
Who asked for Flying Hospital? That's a good question, actually.
At the same time, so you get to choose which ones you want to experience. Follow the hospital's inhabitants, eavesdrop on them, or enter the room and be part of the conversation.
Darcy, right? Mrs. B's kid?
It's, Casey. Not, Casey. Just Casey.
Oof, that writing.
By keeping track of information in your notebook and spending time with certain characters, you might
Quality
learn
writing there.
stories, locations, and revelations. Multiple playthroughs will also give you the opportunity to witness other events, allowing you to delve deeper into the stories and weave together mysteries aboard the airship. Wayward Strand.
Right, so I think we're almost done here. We're approaching the 20-minute mark.
A randomly generated world
Oh yeah,
awaits in this
I heard about this game last year. This game I'm interested in.
as a possessed lamb saved by a foreboding stranger from a ritual sacrifice. You need to repay your debt by creating a loyal community of woodland worshippers.
Gather resources to build structures. Then, gather your courage to brave deadly dungeons like the Silk Cradle. Venture through its dark depths, teeming with razor spiders and toxic millipedes, to challenge the dungeon's overlord Shimura. There ain't anything sheepish about it.
Cult of the Lamb trots onto Nintendo Switch this year.
That one's published by Devolver. Crap. Oh. It's a 3D platformer? A Souls-like? What? Shells-like? Okay then, so... Alright, so it's a... yeah, it's a Souls-like crab game. Sure, why not? I'm not really into Souls-like games, to be honest, but I'm sure some people will get a kick out of this.
Hey Crab fans, I'm Nick.
And I'm Kalen. Previously, Aggro Crab released Going Under, and it didn't make us rich. So this time, we're selling out and giving the people what they want. Crabs. Our second project is a crustacean-themed Souls-like, another crab's treasure.
Through our extensive research, we found that crabs are the perfect enemy for an action game. They've got natural weapons, can strafe from side to side,
Alright.
and you can hit their weak point for massive damage.
Souls-likes are known for their difficulty.
Also, that's a fucking deep cut right there, that reference.
While being approachable for new fans of the genre.
Ooh, what if you died in one hit when you're not wearing a shell?
I just said it's supposed to be approachable.
Oh, what if every time you dodge roll, there's like a 1% chance that you just trip and fall over?
Well, looks like our segment's over, everyone.
It's time for Crab.
I can't believe they bought like an Amazon Basics like crab glove set just for that video.
Anyway, in this action adventure from
And yeah, they made a Brawl reference there, I noticed that too.
treasure hunt under the sea to buy back your repossessed shell.
I wonder if that's actually in the game, like they put that in there for shits and giggles.
And sinister secrets. You'll scavenge for trash and use it.
Like they were joking there, but I wonder if that actually is a thing in the game.
There are over 50 potential
Only one way to find out, I guess.
with them and repel enemies with powerful umami magic.
I'm conflicted because I kind of like the way this game looks, but I suck at Souls-like games, so I don't know if I would enjoy this. It doesn't come out for another year anyway.
Next year. For our last segment, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Alright, Sizzler real time. Get ready for copyrighted music. Alright, so what do we have here then? Is One Shot any good? Like, I've heard people talk about this one before. Gibbon. Get to play as little monkey fellas. Idol manager. Curse to Golf. That looks kind of fun. I feel like the song's gonna get content claim, but I can edit it out later. Fuck it. Opus Echo of Star Song Full Bloom Edition. Oh god, those frame rates. I hope that's not the actual frame rates of the game.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the slew of games.
One more thing.
Showcase.
A big thank you to our indie community.
Nah, you can't end on that note. You have one last thing.
Nintendo Switch. And as always, thank you for watching.
Check out our official Twitter account to stay up to date on all the latest Indie World news. Until next time.
One last thing.
Gaming.
Wait, they're really just gonna end on that note? Okay then, I thought they were gonna have like one last thing, but I guess they had nothing. No Silk Song, everyone! I clapped. Right, okay then, so yeah, decent Indie World. There was a couple good games in there. And just like usual, I have the memory of a goldfish and I can't recall any of them. But there was a couple good things in there that I'm looking forward to, and there's a couple games I have my eye on that I might possibly pick up, I'm not sure. God, like, I really should, like, write this shit down so I could, like, just see what we just saw there. But, you know, I'm always, like, instead of being one step ahead, I'm, like, 10 steps behind, so I'm just gonna shut that off. So, yeah, it was a decent indie world all around. I mean, it wasn't, like, you know, mind-blowing or anything. It's indie games, what do you expect? The biggest surprise was probably just seeing, like, that crab game, because that was, like, a very different thing to see, like, an indie-made Souls-like game where you play as a crab that, like, grabs, like, different objects to use as, like, a shield to protect yourself. I mean, it's different, I'll give it that. Like, I haven't seen an indie Souls-like before. Either that, or I haven't been looking in the right places, but, you know. I can't think of much else to say. Again, I'm terrible at wrapping these things up. But yeah, no Silk Song, no sports story, again. So I'm a little bit disappointed that neither of the rows shown up. I wasn't expecting Silk Song to show up, but there was that outside chance because it's been, what, almost 3 years since they originally announced that one? There was the one about the flying hospital. Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't... Like, that was something I was thinking about. Why would they make a hospital in the sky? Like, isn't the key aspect of a hospital is to make it, like, in a location that's easy to access, especially if, like, you're rushing an injured person there or something? Or, like, someone that's dying. It's like, quick, we've got to drive to this hospital. No, instead you've got to, like, fly to a hospital up in the sky. They'll be dead by then. Bring the hospital to you instead. Yeah, just drop it on top of you. There you go. Right, alright then, well, I don't have much else to say. I bet I had some more stuff if I, you know, written it down, but I didn't care enough to do so. God, I wish I could remember, but you know what, I'm not gonna, like, just constantly and trying to, like, recall everything. You saw my reactions to everything. I pointed out what I was interested in. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not gonna dilly-dally any longer. I'm gonna head off just about now. Hopefully, next month we will get a Nintendo Direct, because usually Nintendo does like an indie presentation about a month or so before like a major Direct. Like that's usually something they do. And June is usually when we get like a bunch of like big game announcements from Nintendo. Even though we're not getting E3 this year, I could see them doing like a Nintendo Direct in June. So yeah, fingers crossed, in like hopefully the next couple weeks we'll learn about that. Like when we get into late May, early June, I guess we'll learn about it. So yeah.